The Exped DownMat HL Winter equips backpackers with 4-season performance, so you can venture out into the backcountry in really cold conditions and have the confidence of a warm night's sleep. Ultralight materials keep the weight down, while really smart features like an anti-slip grip on the top, wider baffles on the outside to keep you centered on the pad, a tapered design to save a little bit of weight, and an included pump sack all contribute to why this pad is so user-friendly and really gives you a good night's sleep in the backcountry. Let's take a closer look. The name suggests that this is a winter pad. You've got a 7 R value here, which is really high for the weight, and they achieve such a low weight and such a high R value by insulating the pad with high quality 700 fill power down. We know that down is one of the best insulators for its weight, and so they've laminated the down to the top and the bottom of the baffles here. So as you inflate the pad, those plumes of down fluff up and trap in your body heat and protect you from the cold ground. When it's time to pack this away, that down also is highly compressible, so you achieve a really attractive pack size, especially for such a high R value. This pad's 3.5 inches thick when it's inflated. That's perfect for a side sleeper like me, so your shoulders and your hips don't dig into the ground. Another really comfortable feature here is you'll notice the I-beams on the outer edges are actually slightly thicker than the rest of the beams, and this centers you inside the middle or the center of the pad, and that helps to not slide off of the edges. In addition to that, you have an anti-slip grip skin coating applied to the top of the pad. It doesn't add a lot of weight, but it goes a long way to keeping you comfortable and situated on the pad. A lot of ultra lightweight sleeping bags have a slick shell fabric, so up against lightweight slick material of a sleeping pad can result in you slowly sliding off of your pad in the middle of the night, especially if you find yourself camping on an uneven surface. But this really goes a long way to keeping you comfortable so you have a great night's sleep. Another benefit of these long vertical baffles is that as you put your body weight onto the pad, it actually widens a little bit, so it allows you to sprawl out, as opposed to horizontal baffles that would just lengthen the pad. It's one of the reasons why Exped continues to use this construction, because it gives you a little bit more comfort there. Exped includes the Schnozzle Pump Bag UL with the purchase of your pad. An inflation device like this has been a lifesaver for me, especially when camping out up high. The last thing I want to do at the end of a long day of hiking is huff and puff to blow up my sleeping pad, especially if I'm short of breath anyway. It makes it simple to inflate the whole pad, and because it's waterproof, this acts as a stuff sack for other gear when you're backpacking during the day. A common failing point on inflatable sleeping pads is actually the valve. And what Exped has done is created a flat valve technology here that eliminates those sharp edges or corners that you would see on a traditional sleeping pad valve. You can see it's flush with the pad here, so it's nice and out of the way, and it's incredibly durable, so it's gonna last the lifetime of the pad. There's one valve on here, and if I open that up, you can see that nothing's happening. Air isn't rushing out of the pad, and that's because there's a gasket in there. When you're inflating the pad, that gasket acts as a one-way valve, so if you stop to take breaks, air doesn't rush back out of the pad. But if you need to leak some of the air out of the pad, let's say you inflated it too much, all you have to do is push on that valve and it leaks a little bit of air out at a time. When you're ready to pack this away in the morning, all you have to do is bring that gasket to the outside and then air will start to rush out of the pad. This is the included stuff sack for the size medium here. It's a backpacking option, so I would throw this right inside my pack. Overall, you've got an incredibly smart pad here. Lightweight design, but all the comfortable features that you need to take into the backcountry in those cold conditions, and it gives you the confidence of a warm night's sleep. It's the Exped DownMat HL Winter. Thanks for watching. If you have additional questions about the gear you just saw, please feel free to visit backcountryedge.com and get in touch with me or one of our other gear specialists. We also have technical specs about that gear on the product pages of our website, and oftentimes we have bonus videos. If you like our channel, please subscribe.